quote Iron Man, "Oh, it's good to be back." Oh, that month without Steven Universe was terrible. Oh, that was hell on earth. Oh, man. Oh, it is so good to have it, at least for a while, a regular weekly scheduled, week. So, thank God. Finally we get new Steven Universe episodes weekly instead of, one big Steven bomb, unfortunately. And, yeah, this episode was a great way to come back to it, because now, we get so much, and this is more of a Connie episode than it is a Steven episode. And I gotta say, damn. Just damn. This was just a great episode all around. So, what did I think of this? Obviously, it was great. This episode was more horror-themed than anything else. This was definitely... I feel like this episode was meant to come out in October, if anything else. But no. So anyway, the plot of this episode revolves around Steven and Connie trying to get, Steven's mom, Rose's sword back from Connie's mom, who takes it away from her. And yeah, this is about Connie and mom and her mom's relationship. And I really like that. I really like that, finally this episode kind of revolves around, well, Connie's finally fessing up to at least her mom that, hey, I do all this magical shit with with Steven. We also get the return of something uber creepy. You see, throughout most of the episode, we basically discover, hear about, Connie's mom is working with two patients that were, quote-unquote, in a roadside accident. So I'm thinking, it's got to have something to do with the gems. Maybe it's Peridot in disguise. Because she seemed really oblivious. So, yeah, at least Connie's mom did. So I was thinking maybe it's Peridot in disguise and she's working on something. It could be a number of things. And it turns out to be the last thing it should have been the first thing I expected. But no, it's the last thing. It's the return of the gem abominations, of the gem mutants. It's the return of the gem mutants, and... So, it leaves me to question, because Garnet did say she collected all of them. Garnet did say that, her and the other gems did collect all of them and bubble them back to the temple. And yet we have two new gem cluster shards, gem mutants, in here and on the attack. So it makes me wonder... yeah. Did Peridot make more, or did they miss some? Or is there here's the more chilling thought for you people, is there another cluster somewhere on Earth, and they got out? Because I doubt Peridot let them out if she found them. I'm pretty sure something must have happened, and they got out on their own. And that's a chilling thought right there. Those things running around openly in the world, in pain, constantly in pain, and angry, it's a terrible mess, Yeah, so I feel like we're going to get more of the gem mutants and more about what what Peridot, and as well as the Diamond Authority and everything behind it, what their whole endgame is with the cluster. I'm really curious to see, because it sounds more than just punishment for the rebellion, as Garnet put it. Or better put, Ruby put it during that conversation. I feel like there was more to that, and I do kind of go with the theory that maybe because, even though fusion's looked down by Homeworld, I kind of get the sense that the reason why are they really fusing gems if they hate it so much. I kind of go with the theory that maybe they need fusion to survive. Maybe the gem, the gems kind of need it. The gem Homeworld maybe needs it to survive. That's the theory I'm going with so far. But yeah, I was kind of. It was like, oh god, there's more of them, and where did these guys come from? And it makes me even wonder more. Where are there more like them from them? Did more escape, or was it another cluster? Like I said. Also, real quick, because I know someone's going to point this out somewhere in the comment section, there's a multiple mention to a Dr. West. And you did a horror-themed episode. Someone must have watched Reanimator. Yeah, there's a mention of Dr. West everywhere in here. And it made me... I know it's a totally different thing, but I couldn't help but think of not Albert Wesker, but Herbert West from the Reanimator. God, I can't wait for that Steven Universe Reanimator crossover. Oh, man. And when you think about it, the gem mutants are kind of like something Dr. Herbert West would make, honestly. And that's chilling. Anyway, so, like I said earlier in this review, this is about Connie and her mom kind of finally relating to one another. And, yeah, Connie finally says, look, for almost over a year now, I have not needed lenses, that you are so blind to me. And I gotta agree with her. Yeah, Connie's parents have been really blind to her. But rather than, make this a story arc, Connie's mom suddenly realizes, oh God, my own daughter doesn't think I trust her. So, yeah, it's a really nice episode, and it really has a nice theme to it that parents do... there is need for rules, but there's a difference between overbearing rules and, there's a nice fine line there, and I really like that. I really like the message there, and how they kind of come together between that, and I really enjoy that. Also, kudos to Steven for for his bubble and shield technique. I was like, oh, you can do the bubble and the shield at the same time? Awesome, Steven! Oh, I thought that was so cool. He could actually create his shield, and he actually said, "Get your hands off my Connie," and I'm pretty sure myself and every other Stevani shipper was just like, "Ah." Like, all of us just went, when he said, "Get your hands off my Connie," and he's like, all of us just went, "Ah, the feels." Yeah. But no, I think it's really cool that we also see a more, confident Steven. We're seeing more of an evolved Steven, and I know I just made a Pokemon reference unintentionally, but let me explain. We're getting more of a Steven that is more confident with himself, more confident in his abilities. He's getting stronger in that sense. He's getting, he's becoming more and more, reliant on his powers that, from his gem. So I really do like that. I really like that, he's, growing more and more as, a hero, as the hero we all know him to be. And, yeah, it's also cool to see Connie, see all that sword training with Pearl paying off. I mean, she just one-hits one of the abominations. And, yeah, that was pretty cool. I can't wait for the day. I can't wait for the episode, because I know it's going to happen one way or another. I know it's going to happen one way or another. I can't wait for, Steven and Connie to fuse back into Stevani again, and, use that sword and shield combination. I can't wait for that to happen, because, yeah, Steven brings the defense, Connie brings the offense. I can't wait for them to be fused again and see that, shield and sword combo come together. Hopefully when they're fighting Yellow Diamond, who we know, due to an episode named by the name of Hit the Diamond, it looks like she's on her way. It looks like, if not sooner, she's, Yellow Diamond's, fast approaching towards, Earth, if anything else. So, honestly, I think this is just a great episode, and I love the ending in here, where Connie and her mom kind of really much reconcile, and Connie's mom's like, look, I just don't, I want to be there for you, but I never thought, all of what I'm doing is really hurting you. So they've kind of come to an understanding, and when Connie says, I love you, Mom, Steven just looks at his mom's sword and just hugs it. And I was like, oh, that's how you end an episode. Right there, that's how you end an episode, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, Steven Universe is back. I am super excited. Not a gem-centric episode. We don't have any gems in here. We don't see anyone in here. The only characters we really see in here are Connie, Steven, Lion, and Connie's mom. So that's really, and I think that's really cool. I think that we're seeing we're seeing them grow more and more as characters, and I really like that. And yeah, can't wait for next week. But oh, it's so good to have more Steven Universe episodes. It is so good. I think the next one, if I'm not mistaken, and Wikipedia for all intents and purposes could be wrong, it looks like we're going to get, I think the next episode, I believe, is called Sadie's Song. So it looks like we're going to get, finally, a Lars and Sadie episode after so frickin' long. Because seriously, I've kind of wanted to go back to those two characters. I wanted to see Lars and Sadie again. I really like those characters, and I like them as a couple, and I'm kind of wondering where that's going to go. And it looks like, yeah, Sadie's going to get a musical number. Yay! So anyway, you guys tell me, what did you guys think of this episode? Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Also, I want to apologize for the major background noise. My fan is dying, so if you hear like this, just like rackety music, sound in the background, yeah, my fan's dying, so it's kind of making this annoying sound that every time I can't fix it. So, oh well. Anyway, once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.